Yo, what is good, everybody? It's your boy, The Strongest Wizard. We're here at Joyful Toad, and I'm actually here with my boy, Thomas, the legend himself. And bro, we've had so much controversy in the past couple days, and we're here to set the record straight. So yeah, let's dive in. All right, so I'm here with my boy Thomas, like I did mention before, and I actually drove out to see him just to give him back his deck, which I was never going to keep to begin with because it was all kind of a joke. I want to set the record straight. Thomas, here is your deck.
Thank you so much.
As well as your leader, Luffy. If you can show us, I know it's a bit of a struggle. We're standing. It's a little hard for us.
Yeah.
Right? So he's got it, all right? No bullying here, all right? This is complete, natural, cool. So yeah, Thomas, like I said, bro.
Thank you so much.
This has been kind of crazy, honestly.
Yeah, it was pretty big missed April Fool's upload video, but
we were a day late.
Yeah,
we were a day late
no,
on this.
completely.
Yeah. So, anyways, thank you guys so much. I'm gonna go ahead and talk now, like the whole story, show screenshots of our conversation, just to kind of set the record straight, like I said again. So, yeah, thanks again, Thomas. All right. So, where do I begin? How do I start this? I think the easiest way to start this video is pretty much letting you know, in case you're new to this channel or you're kind of confused what's going on, this video is in direct response to one of my previous videos where I mentioned and I talked about and I did a deck profile of the video title was called How I Won a $10,000 Law Deck. Now, I'm assuming a lot of people that clicked on that video were people that were new to the channel. And I obviously did have a lot of people that did watch it that were frequent viewers of the channel. So obviously I appreciate everyone watching. Unfortunately, the video was a joke that turned really south really fast. Pretty much what ended up happening was I posted that video and it was all pre-scripted. Everything in that video was essentially fake. It was supposed to be funny. And I thought I did a good job on kind of over-exaggerating some things. And I just realized that I just kind of missed the mark on it, which is completely on me. So that's what that is. And so pretty much here, I'm sitting down here with you guys. And I want to explain and show you guys everything from the beginning and how it all happened, just so you have a better idea, a clearer picture to understand what happened. So it really all started when I came out with a prediction ban list video, which I mentioned in the original video that's exactly how it all started, and that is how it all started. I came out with that video, and I had a couple thoughts and opinions on the ban list, and some of them became true and some didn't. But right before that, when I made the video, my friend Thomas, which is the whole point of the story here, my friend Thomas actually did reach out to me, and he actually did make that bet with me. He is the one that actually came up with the bet. He asked me, hey, Wizard, if you win, I'll give you my whole entire deck. And if I win, I essentially get nothing. That's just pretty much what it was, essentially. And and obviously, if you don't know me or know Thomas, a lot of people might think, wow, this dude's actually going to give him his deck if he wins or loses. But we are really good friends. I've known Thomas since the beginning of One Piece. He's a really great guy, and he really does love law. This dude loves law, and I would never do that to him. Now, I'm going to show you an image here of a screenshot of a conversation between Thomas and I back in February on the 19th at 3:33 p.m. Essentially, he had posted somewhere that we were going to make this bet, and that's when we kind of made the bet public. And then right after, I DM'd him, and I told him, I don't actually want anything or borrow anything if I win the bets. I just thought that it'd be really fun to blow it up. LOL. And if I do win, let me get a picture of your deck with me in it, which I thought would be really hilarious, because a lot of people would be like, dude, this guy just lost his whole entire law deck. That's max rarity off a bet. That's crazy. And Thomas was like, yeah, dude, you know what? We'll even make it sweeter. If I lose, I'll lend you the deck until EBO1, just because that it forces him to play something else, which Thomas does end up saying, which is another reason why in the first Santa Clara Regional, Thomas didn't take Law. He actually took Gecko Moria. That was like one of the first biggest events that he ever took, a deck that was non-Law, because technically he shouldn't be playing with Law anyways. And to be honest, he wouldn't play it regardless. I think Law is pretty dead right now in OPO6. So that's essentially what ended up happening. So this is how I pretty much set the standard for Thomas, saying, hey, we don't have to do all this. We can just kind of make it for show a little bit. We think it'll be a little funny and just proceed how it goes. Well, what ended up happening was that later down the line, as the days toward the ban list being revealed started to come, well, Thomas came out with a really great idea that I thought was really, really funny, that I told myself I'm not going to do that. It's just too much work. Thomas actually is the one that came up with the idea to show the Cereal Luffy in the back of the leader. So he would essentially do it by mistake, and I would mistakenly see it and mention it. But in the comment on the 24th, I actually said, yo, that would go hard, but then I'd be seen as a villain, which clearly ended up happening. And honest to God, I completely forgot that Thomas was going to do this. So when I initially recorded the deck profile for the video, I legitimately saw, like, first time seeing, I legitimately saw that there was the Luffy behind the leader, and I was genuinely surprised. And I told myself, do I want to just run it? Because it's just like it's so over the top. Like, if you think about it, like, if someone were to bet a whole deck, they lost their whole max ready deck, that's already a bummer and pretty crazy off the bat. For this dude to also forget a $7,000 card on the back of like a $500 card in like a regular case, like in your deck randomly, that'd be crazy. So crazy that you wouldn't even recognize or realize that it's gone. I just thought it was so over the top that I honestly genuinely thought no one would think it's real. I thought a lot of people would see that and be like, this is BS. There's no way, bro. No way, no shot. No shot, bucko. But I guess, unfortunately, I guess it looked pretty real. So that's what ended up happening there. And it was unfortunate. Obviously, I missed the mark on that. And I fooled a lot of people. And a lot of people were upset about it. So pretty crazy. Leading up to Santa Clara was the first time I actually saw Thomas. It was when he actually gave me the deck. Even in the photo that I took of Thomas giving me the deck, we took the photo and I said, Thomas, like, can you pose the picture of like you looking pretty sad and like, here, take the deck, just take it type of deal. And so we did it. The picture of him on the floor that I showcased afterwards, that's like him waiting for his friends that were in the bathroom. And he was just like hanging out. It was also, he like dropped really early in the bracket as well. So I thought it'd be kind of fun. I'm like, yo, he looks pretty sad. I'm gonna just take a picture of him real quick. So that's the reason why I uploaded those photos. And if you're curious about the demeanor and how I kind of held myself, in the video, I actually did it over the top because I thought it'd be easier to recognize that it's fake. I thought at least things like the comparison for the $40 with Jackson to a $10,000 Law deck are clearly different things. Also, the fact that not everything is max rarity. Like, bro, if I got a free Law max rarity Law deck, I wouldn't be complaining that I only got 3 pre-rata Namis, not 4. You know what I'm saying? Or only the participant Otamas versus the finalist ones. So I thought those little things would kind of like blow it over the top. And I thought also too, like, if you saw my content and knew me, I feel like you'd be like, there's no way. Like, this is the same dude that gives out like 5 playmats every time he goes to a regional and usually loses. So he loses at the regional, then he loses 5 mats. I just thought in my head, it is what it is. I definitely should have probably thought about it a bit harder on presenting the video. And obviously I gave the leader and the deck back. It's not mine to begin with, so you know, yeah, that's essentially what that is. And for the record, Thomas is a really good friend of mine. I would never do that to a friend. I don't see anyone ever really doing that to a really good friend at all. Even if it was like a serious bet and we were being for real about it and I was being super serious, I would never take someone's deck like that, especially how much it means to them. That's just mean, man. That's just mean. And I think that's where I messed up in the video, is that, you know, I probably shouldn't have, you know, done all that. So thank you guys so much for checking out this channel as well as this video. I really do appreciate it. And stay tuned because I have a ton of new One Piece content coming out soon. See ya.